Hello, this is Dancing Bear here with yet again another hopefully entertainment and equally insightful video I have to offer you, the potential subscribers. Now again, I feel like I'm in a position to apologise to the people in advance that I previously said that I was going to do yet another YouTube channel called Cut the Kayfabe, which will be completely exclusive just for wrestling content. However, that being said, I'm at this temporarily having certain problems because I'm not only setting that particular channel up myself, I'm doing it with a circle of other people. But to make up for my recent failure to the people, I shall be doing some wrestling content on this said video today. There is one particular topic that has always intrigued me and interested me, and would appreciate any other insight under the comment section. This particular topic is above all whether or not Vince Russo versus Jim Cornette, is it either a shoot or is it just a work? I do apologise in advance, I actually lost my wording then. Now, there's been a huge amount of speculation on this particular topic that I genuinely feel that I probably cannot offer you, the potential viewer at home, anything original to say. But all I can offer is my insight, like any other of my videos. Now, personally, if you had to ask me if a choice, am I more preferable to listen to Cornette's side of the story or Vince Russo's rather, in terms of podcasts? I have both listened to both sides of the stories, and I feel that Jim Cornette, it just happens to be a little bit more entertaining with how he describes things. He is definitely the go-to guy in terms of podcasting and in terms of listening to. However, that being said, I do feel that Jim Cornette is at times very aggressive with how he says things, whether he's just trying to be funny, he's just trying to entertain people. I get the overall interpretation that that's just Jim Cornette as a human being. But failing that, the singular distinctive disadvantage that I can find with Jim Cornette being the overall persona that he is, with his aggressive demeanour, shall I say, for lack of a better terminology, he comes across in this could be fake, could be fictional, could be real feud he has with Vince Russo as the antagonist. There's no other way to say it. And Vince Russo is side of the story saying he has tried time and time again, giving him opportunity after opportunity to make his peace with Jim Cornette, but Jim Cornette has berated the idea. Now, you could argue, and from my interpretation of that, maybe Cornette enjoys the moment of this said feud, or maybe he genuinely hates Vince Russo because of the said creative differences in terms of wrestling. But then again, I feel as though, me personally, I am in a position to agree with a lot of Vince Russo says. Wrestling is a form of art, yes, and no one's denying that. But wrestling is just that. And please shoot me, please give me your hate comments, you know, you're more than entitled to your own opinion. But wrestling is just that. To me, it's just a form of entertainment. I do not sit there and watch wrestling and feel that and sit there and think to myself that I am watching a genuine sport. It is art portraying a sport, but nevertheless just that. It is just a form of entertainment. And obviously Jim Cornette, or I get the overall impression with Jim Cornette, that he sees wrestling as more than that. And I think this is what has rubbed both of them the wrong way, that Cornette has somehow interpreted this of Vince Russo, that Russo doesn't take wrestling seriously because it is just that. And he sees that as well, just wrestling isn't a form of entertainment. And for some reason that really upsets Cornette, having that sort of ideal in your head, or if not, that's the impression I genuinely interpret. Now even though I've just stated that, please don't misinterpret me. I am a massive Jim Cornette fan. I find his opinions and insight in not just wrestling, in life overall, very engaging and intriguing. And for those who are not overly knowledgeable of this said feud between Cornette and Vince Russo, I genuinely would entice you to watch the podcast, if nothing more, just to entertain yourself. It is hilarious on both sides, because like I've probably said now on this video a numerical amount of times, Jim Cornette is an overall entertaining person. So yeah, just go out there and watch it for yourself, and please tell me. I'll be more than interested in the comment section below if you feel the Cornette Russo is just a shoot or work. If there's genuine hatred between the two of them. Me personally, I feel there is, but I think towards the end of this said feud, if this feud has ended, I feel Cornette, if I had to be brutally honest with not just the people watching at home but within myself, I feel Cornette has a tendency to play on things. So I do feel there is a little bit of truth in a lot of things he says, but I do feel he has a tendency to exaggerate. If going off subjects ever so slightly, there was a podcast, I think it was on the WWE network, where he had a feud with or he was debating, shall we say, with Eric Bischoff, and they caught him out caught Cornette out on a few things. He put his proverbial foot in it, blaming Bischoff for decisions that was made in the WCW when Jim Cornette was in Smoky Mountain Wrestling, and it was then Bischoff realised that Cornette was referencing a time prior, way before Bischoff took the helm in WCW. Now, I hope I've offered you some insight as a wrestling fan. Please look up videos such as Cornette rants on Russo, if nothing more than what I've previously said, for just borderline entertainment. I hope you found this video as insightful as ever. I apologise to those if they felt I've just been mumbling and muttering and stuttering. I do have a tendency to do this, but it is something I am trying to overcome. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, and as always, peace out.